guys, welcome back to Vitale Style. Today I'm doing the very highly requested video on how I achieve my blowout with Velcro rollers. You'll know this if you watch our vlogs, or I've even mentioned it on Instagram. I cannot sit there with a blow dryer and just do a blowout because it takes me a good 45 minutes and I have absolutely no patience for it, and my wrist starts hurting and then I quit halfway through and then I get hot. So this method just works for me and gives me that same sort of salon blowout hair that I love, but I think it's much easier personally. So I'm going to run you through what you'll need. The first thing you're going to need is this curling iron, or any curling iron. This is about a 2.5-inch barrel. It's nice and big. You'll need some Velcro rollers. I got these from Walmart. There's 12 of them, 6 smaller ones and 6 bigger ones. And then you'll just need some hairspray. My sort of holy grail hairspray is the Spray and Play Volumizing Hairspray by Big Sexy Hair. This is optional, but I think it helps with the volume. And this is just some texturizing dry shampoo, and then just any finishing cream, or finishing oil, whatever you like to put in your hair to make it look sleek. My favorite is the Bedhead After Party. And then you just need some clips like so, and a paddle brush. Now, if you are really good at doing a blowout with just a round brush, I think that's incredible. You do not need to do this. But if you're anything like me, you need to do this. So, first thing I'm going to start off is with clean hair. Now, you could even do this on like second day hair. Now, I washed my hair last night, but I didn't do this specifically because I wanted to show you guys how to do that, and I wanted to make this video. Now, this is a natural texture of my hair. It's not curly, it's kind of curly, it's not wavy, but it's kind of wavy. It's all over the place, let me be honest. So, let me move this mirror here so that I can kind of see what I'm doing. There you go. First thing you're going to do is just take a big paddle brush and brush your hair out. Now, I did a hair care routine, hair care video, so if you haven't seen that, go check it out if you want to know what products I use to wash my hair and whatnot. So once you have your hair brushed, I'm going to spray it with some dry shampoo. This is my all-time favorite dry shampoo. There's no white residue. I have black hair, so you can easily tell, but use whatever you kind. This is the Orbe Dry Texturizing Shampoo. Focus that kind of on the roots, because this is what I want the lift. You really don't need a lot. A little goes a long way, and I've had this bottle since April, and I think I've got about that much left there, and I use it all the time. Okay, now you're going to section your hair, excuse me, in 3 sections. You're going to start with a small crown section going from above your brows back, and this is going to be the very crown. I'm going to, you don't want to make it too wide, otherwise it's going to be too small for your, the section will be too big for your roller. Then you're going to do another section. I have a hair on me. Like so. Not like this, not here, like where your, I guess where your eye meets, right there. I'm using really bad terminology, but it's okay. Okay. Wrap that up and move that out of the way. And then this is your last piece, which I roll all 3 parts, all 3 sections away so that I don't have anything bothering me. Now, obviously, this is going to take longer because I'm filming a video, but normally this takes me 10 minutes, maybe. The longest thing for me is to let these set, which is usually when I do my makeup and things like that. We're going to start with the front section, with the very top here, because I want this to have more volume, so I want to get that out of the way first. Brush all of your hair forward. Brush the first section really well. Then you take a piece of hair from the back, not too thick. See, that's way too thick, so I'm going to take some hair out. That is perfect. Put my clip. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take your curling iron. Instead of going straight up, you're going to direct it forward and roll this back. And the reason why you start forward and roll it back is because that way you are sure that the barrel is actually hitting the root of your scalp, which is what you want if you want a lot of volume. So just heat that up so it's really, really nice and hot. I'll take a few seconds. Let it go. And then you have to work quickly because this is really hot and you want that to be really hot. You kind of do the same thing, over direct it forward and then just secure that. And then do it a couple more times and then I will show you how to do the very front, the bangs. Now we're going to work on the very last one, which is like my bangs, and kind of do the same thing. Direct it forward. You kind of have to position this, just move it out of the way for just a minute, or really a second. Take your big Velcro roller and kind of make sure you get all the hair in there. Ooh, and roll this out of the way. Now that you have what I like to look, you look like a dinosaur, you're ready to work on the second part of your hair. And if you feel better securing it from both sides, if you just feel like, oh, I'm afraid they're going to fall out, just secure it on both sides. They're not going to, but if that's what makes you feel good, honey, you do it. So, take those two sections, move my mirror to the very front because it's easier for me to see. We're going to work with one section at a time, and now this is really when you can choose if you want to use the big ones or you want to use the smaller ones. Usually I don't use the big ones anymore because these are really, really big and that's mainly for the very top. So now I'm going to do the sides by using the smaller ones. And I'm going to take this and kind of separate this into 3 sections. Don't go too crazy. You don't want the sections to be too big, but that's perfect. And now what you're going to do is roll these away from you. I like to get the hair out of the way. Hold it there for just a few seconds. Woo, woo, woo. It's really, really hot. I lowered it just a little tiny bit. And then just take your roller and roll this exactly the same way you rolled on your barrel, away from your face, and then just secure it. So so you're rolling this away from the face instead of just rolling it down. I hope I'm making sense. I've never done this before. I've never had to explain it to someone in such detail, so there you go. So now just repeat the same thing 2 more times here, and then 3 times on this side. Last one. Okay, so you've got your Velcro rollers in. Now you're going to let your hair, the very bottom, out. Brush this through. Awesome. I'm going to take the clips, the extra clips that I put on the very top because I kind of need them. And I don't need them at the top anyway. I'll take one more out. Okay, now what I'm going to do, and you can't see the bottom of my hair, but this will make sense. Section this into 3 pieces. Again, roll this, each piece away from your face just for a few minutes. You don't have to go all the way to the root with this. It really isn't necessary. I just let it go, hold it there for just a few seconds. Let it down. Roll it really, really kind of quickly in my hand, between my fingers, and then just do that. And then just let it cool it that way. It's not going to be super tight. Once we loosen it and we run our fingers through it, it'll just, because the bottom layer is my longest layer, it doesn't usually ever really get a curl. So by doing it this way, I found that it gets the most bounce. So curl away from the face. You don't have to go all the way to the root, just for a few seconds, maybe, I don't know, 6 or 7 seconds, if that really. Let it out, working quickly because you need to roll this while it's hot. And then just, I don't go all the way to the very top either. And do the same thing on this side. Okay. As you can see, this isn't very perfect, but that's fine. Now, the next step is optional, but I always do it. I just take my blow dryer on the hottest setting, and I just blast all my curls with it for just a few seconds, and then I feel like that kind of helps give it really good volume. So that's what I always do. So I'm going to do that really quickly and be right back. Okay, you're done. One last thing I do is put a little bit of hairspray. I kind of hold it a little bit far up. I don't want to make anything crispy or crunchy. We don't want that. So now all you have to do is let these set for about a half hour until they're completely cooled. Usually this is when I do my makeup or make myself a snack, which I might make myself a little snack. But anyways, I'm going to let these set and then we'll be ready to reveal the final look. So I've let these cool for about a half hour and it's time to take them out. So I start with the bottom and then work my way to the top. Now, if I wasn't filming a video, this will take me, putting them in, less than 10 minutes. Taking them out, 2 minutes. So it doesn't take me very long at all. And as you can see, I'm not going for curl. I'm just going for like that soft, blown out look that you get when you go to a salon. And I've been doing this for a really long time because I have never had a lot of patience to sit there with a blow dryer. It's terrible, I know. And I always hold it instead of ripping the very top. I just take out my clip, which is now stuck. Then I hold at the base and then take it out so it doesn't deflate anything. And let's get rid of that. And then I just run my fingers through the whole thing. You can style this however your heart desires. Sometimes I do it this way. Whoa. Ah. Sometimes I do a middle part. It really depends. I'm just going to take some of my spray and play. A little bit. And you can see we don't have any weird kinks. Just a perfect part. Lots of bounce. Whoops, I have a mic on my lap. Lots of bounce. Looks shiny. Non-frizzy. It's perfect. And that is how you achieve the blowout. Salon blowout in the comfort of your own home. And I like to think it's a lot easier to do anyway. So this is it. I hope you found it helpful. I'm looking in the mirror to see if I'm missing anything, but I don't think so. You can always tease it a little bit if you wanted to. I think this looks perfect as is. I usually don't tease it. And that's it. Bouncy, shiny, non-frizzy. It's my favorite. So I usually do this the night before I go to bed because I still keep some of the bounce overnight, and then in the morning I'm ready to go. Hope you've enjoyed spending time with me. Leave any requests that you have for this channel down below, and I'll see you next time. Bye.